Hello friends, I'm Mr. Bhalirao sir and I welcome you to my channel that is English for Learners. Today we are going to learn English workshop of Where the Mind is Without Fear. This poem is written by Rabindranath Tagore. Before watching this video, I request you, please subscribe my channel. Unit number 1, 1.1 Where the mind is without fear. First of all, let's see warming up activities. Number 1. Pair up with your partner and match the terms with their given meanings. Please watch the given table on the screen. Answer: Humanism. A rationalistic outlook towards humans rather than a divine or supernatural one. Second one, patriotism, quality of being patriotic, vigorous support for one's country. Third one, internationalism, state or process of being international. Fourth one, liberalism. Answer: holding liberal views. And fifth one is environmentalism. Answer: concern about and action aimed at protecting the environment. Now let's see English workshop of the poem Where the Mind is Without Fear. Question number 1. In your notebook, write down lines from the poems as a proof for the following. A set of questions are given on the screen. Please watch it. A. Tagore wishes for a nation where people are truthful. Answer: where words come out from the depth of truth. B. The poet would like everyone to work hard to reach their goal and, in the long run, to reach perfection. Answer: where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection. C. The poet wishes that everyone in this country holds his head high in dignity. Answer: where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. D. The poet dreams of a nation where knowledge should be free to all. Answer: where knowledge is free. E. The poem is a prayer. Answer: into that heaven of freedom, my Father, let my country awake. Activity number 2. Read the columns carefully and match the expressions with their meanings. The table is given on the screen. Please watch it. Answer the expressions with their meaning. Number 1. The head is held high. Meaning: a person with self-respect and proud of possessing it. Number 2. Narrow domestic walls. Meaning: narrow-mindedness. Number 3. Knowledge is free. Meaning: education is given to all. Number 4. Depth of truth. Meaning: sincerity of heart. Number 5. Mind is without fear. Meaning: a fearless person. Number 6. Stretches its arms. Meaning: aim at perfection. Number 7. Clear streams of reason. Meaning: clear thinking. Number 8. Dead habits. Meaning: dried infertile land of sands. And number 9. Ever widening thought and action. Meaning: broadening the outlook and attitude. Activity number 3A. Answer the following questions in your own words. A set of questions are given on the screen. Please watch it. Question A. How is the world broken into fragments? Answer. The narrow domestic walls lack difference in caste, creed, sex, religion, language, race, geographical divisions, color break up the world into fragments. Question B. Explain what the tireless striving should be for. Answer. Tireless striving refers to working hard with full zeal and enthusiasm without getting tired at all. This should be done to reach its goal towards perfection with freedom from the oppression and rigidity. Question C. Where words come out from the depth of truth. Explain in your own words. Answer. The poet wants his countrymen to be fearless and confident. Thus, he wants words to come out from the depth of truth, words that are sincere and honest, words that are devoid of deceit and falsity. Question D. Who is thee in the poem? What does the poet appeal to thee to do? Answer. God, the Almighty, is thee here. The poet wants thee to lead us forward into an ever-widening thought and action, into a heaven of freedom where fear does not exist. Question E. What qualities does the poet wish to inculcate in his countrymen? Answer. The poet wishes that they should be fearless, knowledgeable, and can think clearly, logically, and gaining political freedom. Activity number 3B. Write in your notebook your own response and justify where needed. Question A. Is the poem a prayer for Indian alone? Answer. No. The poem is not a prayer for India alone, because the poet stresses on the unity of not just his countrymen but also the entire world. He does not want a world where people are divided and discriminated on the basis of caste, creed, color, religion, or other baseless superstitions. Question B. What should the words we speak reflect? Answer. The words we speak reflects our honest and truthfulness. Question C. What should people keep on widening? How can it be done? Answer. The poet wants his people to express their opinion freely. Their thought and action must be broad and wide. Every individual must always aim for excellence in every sphere of his life. The poet wants his country to be awakened, where God will lead his people into an ideal heaven, where they are free and strive hard. God will guide them in the progressive path of thought and action. They will be the thoughtful as well as ready to put those thoughts into actions that will help them to attain true freedom. Question D. From what darkness of night should our nation awaken? Answer. The poem was written when India was facing oppression in the hands of the British. India had lost her supremacy and her glory. She was in a deep slumber of ignorance. Thus, the poet wants his country to awake from her slumber. He wants his country to awake into that haven of freedom where there would be no fear or oppression, where there would be no narrow domestic walls, where people would be guided by God, and where there would be true light of freedom. Question E. What attributes of Rabindranath Tagore does the poem Prayer reflect? Answer. He wants his men to be able to live in dignity, which will come from being hardworking, courageous, and open-minded. The poem was written when India was under the British rule and the Indians struggled for freedom. But for Tagore, freedom was more than merely political. He dwelt on the theme of spiritual freedom, freedom of mind, speech, thought, belief, practice, and behavior. Activity number 4. Read the poem carefully and complete the table after the discussion in pairs. One is done for you. The table is given on the screen. Please watch it. Answer. There are 3 columns. Concepts in the poem. Column B, present situation, and last column is expected or ideal situation. Let's see the answer. Number 1, mind. Mind is full of fear. Fearless mind. 2, head. Head is held high. A proud posture. 3, knowledge. Knowledge is free. Knowledge is being free without bounding. 4, words. Words come out from the depth of truth, sincerity of heart. 5, habit. Dead habit. Slaves of superstitions and baseless belief. Number 6, thought and action. Ever widening thought and action, that is broadening the outlook and attitude. Question number 5A. Complete the following sentences using your own interpretation. A set of questions are given. Please watch it on the screen. Answer. A. When the mind is without fear and head is unbowed, we enjoy true freedom. B. When knowledge is free, every citizen enjoys the right to gain knowledge and helps us to understand various things. C. We can prevent all types of injustice when we pull down discriminatory walls of caste, class, religion, etc. D. Constant effort and strive leads to perfection. E. Logical thinking and reasoning can put a stop to old traditions and customs, superstitions and narrow-mindedness. Tagore appeals to God to make his country awake into the heaven of freedom. Activity number 5B. Fill in the blanks. A set of questions are given. Please watch it on the screen. Answer. Students should keep themselves aloof from caste, creed, religions and superstitions. B. When knowledge is free, everyone will be literate. C. It is a social duty of every student of modern world to uproot the barriers and obstacles from societies. D. Students must develop broadening the outlook and attitudes. E. In the world of psychophancy, students must be rational and logical in their thinking. Activity number 6. Find out the examples of metaphor from the poem. Metaphor. Answer. Metaphor. Metaphor is a figure of speech which makes an implicit, implied, or hidden comparison between two things that are unrelated but share some common characteristics. In other words, a resemblance of two contradictory or different objects is made based on a single or some common characters. From poem Freedom of Heaven. Next, stream of reason. Next, sand of dead habit. Activity number 9. Imagine that you have to deliver a speech on the occasion of Independence Day or the Republic Day in the school assembly. Prepare a speech to deliver on India of my dreams. Use the following steps. Point 1. Greeting and salutation. Next point. Self-introduction. Next, introduction of the topic. Next, elaboration of the topic with examples. Next, conclusion. Next, thanking audience. Here, just a sample. As a sample, the answer is given for speech writing. Friends, I hope you might have liked this video. I have tried my level best to write appropriate answers of these activities. If you like it, please share it. If you have any suggestions for me, please write in comment box. Wish you good day. Thank you very much.